Wheat has exploded higher plus 9.15% to $748.25, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Thursday, August 27th, and this is your complete global market briefing. It is a split session across global markets. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ end down on tech stocks, investors weigh Iran moves, adding pressure to energy markets. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is little changed, hovering near $7,675.70. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow gains 500 points, SpaceX snaps a losing streak, Bitcoin pops, investors' business daily. NASDAQ 100 is little changed, hovering near $29,225. Equity markets are responding to reports that tech drags S&P 500, NASDAQ lower as Iran tensions, Nvidia earnings loom, the spokesman review. Dow Jones is trading lower by minus 0.21%, at $53,464. Investor sentiment is being shaped by tech drags S&P 500, NASDAQ lower as Iran tensions, Nvidia earnings loom, the spokesman review. DAX edged higher plus 0.69% to €26,286. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ end down on tech stocks, investors weigh Iran moves, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 is broadly flat at £10,878, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Siemens is up plus 2.67%, trading at €288.10. Equity markets are responding to reports that going into earnings, is Siemens stock a buy, a sell, or fairly valued? Morningstar. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the €305.39 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical, always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. ONGC dropped sharply minus 1.83% to 232.21 Indian rupees. Investor sentiment is being shaped by top India oil producer beats profit estimate on price surge. Energy connects. After today's weakness, the 225.24 Indian rupees area is the first meaningful support level to watch for ONGC. A stabilization there would be the first sign that sellers are losing conviction. This is our analytical view, not investment advice. Saudi Aramco is down minus 1.81%, trading at SAR 26.10. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Saudi Aramco has two oil market roles that may conflict, barons. OPEC plus quota decisions are the primary stock driver. Any output increase would compress free cash flow and pressure the dividend. The extraordinary low production cost is the competitive moat. Downstream expansion into chemicals and refining is the diversification story. Samsung climbed plus 1.75% to 261,500 Korean wons. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung. Broadcom reached $200 billion RE memory chip deal, manufacturing dive. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ end down on tech stocks, investors weigh Iran moves, adding pressure to energy markets. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Central bank policy is at the forefront of investor minds. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. On the data front, investor sentiment is being shaped by tech drags S&P 500, NASDAQ lower as Iran tensions, Nvidia earnings loom, the spokesman review. Turning to commodities. Brent crude dropped sharply to $86.56 per barrel, down 2.28% on the session. The move follows reports that oil prices fall as US rolls out global sanctions focused on Iran. WTI crude dipped to $81.91 per barrel, down 0.55% on the session. The move follows reports that oil prices fall as US rolls out global sanctions focused on Iran. Natural gas surged to $2.90, up 4.87% on the session. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ end down on tech stocks. Investors weigh Iran moves, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold ticked up to $4,647.80 per troy ounce, up 0.21% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold is a safe haven for investors, and how it can work in a diversified portfolio. Chase Bank. Let us give you our near-term view on wheat. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for wheat sits around $793.15. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view. Always do your own research. In the currency markets, euro to US dollar is at 1.17, gaining 0% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.36, gaining 0.06% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 159.22, gaining 0% on the day. Currency markets are reacting to Dollar General earnings up next as turnaround faces fuel test. Here is your market watch list heading into the next session. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We cover every major global market, every single day. If this kind of daily, actionable analysis is useful to you, please support us with a like and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it means a great deal to this channel. Share this with anyone who invests or trades, they will thank you for it. Thanks for watching MTRS_Market Pulse. Nothing here constitutes financial advice. Please conduct your own due diligence. Good luck in the markets, and we will see you in the next video. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.